There's a heated debate brewing in a historic district of Bradenton, and it's all over a fence. A fence installed by a homeowner near his property has some saying that he didn't have the right to do so because they believe it's property that belongs to the public. ABC 7's Rick Adams has more from the Point Pleasant neighborhood in Bradenton.
Well, this is the fence that's stirring up quite a bit of controversy here in this neighborhood. There are some who believe that this fence is cutting off public access to this area on the water. An area at the end of Point Pleasant Avenue West on the Manatee River, which folks once had access to, now has this fence in front of it and big rocks on it. This doesn't sit too well with a longtime resident of the neighborhood, Jane Plitt, and others, who says there was even a no trespassing sign posted on the fence.
All of us are outraged. This is not neighborly. It is not in keeping with the whole sense of Point Pleasant, which is to welcome all different kinds of people.
Ryan Snyder is the homeowner who had the fence put up next to his property. He tells us ever since he, his wife, and his children moved into the neighborhood last year, there have been many issues.
We have filed countless police reports with the City of Bradenton Police Department over drug use, sexual activity, loitering, people bathing in the river. The end of the street has been a problem since we've moved in.
Snyder says he has collected more than 100 syringes from in and around the property. He tells us he obtained ownership of the property from the heirs of the original developer of the neighborhood, the Curry family. Snyder says in exchange for the property, he agreed to install a monument commemorating the original developer. His plan is to give the entire neighborhood access to the property.
It was my intent to install a park bench and also pass out keys to all the residents of the Point Pleasant neighborhood, so all of the residents of the community could enjoy the property.
Bradenton Vice Mayor Patrick Roth was made aware of the situation from concerned residents last week. City Council is trying to decide if Snyder does have a right to own the property.
When Mr. Curry subdivided this lot, he could have easily turned this into a piece of property and sold another home. But he left this street open so that the people who live on the interior of his subdivision will always have a place to come in and view the river and the sunset.
And next up with all this, City Council just approved to have the situation looked into a little further. As for Ryan Snyder and his family, they're hopeful they can come up with a solution that works for everybody. Reporting from Bradenton, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you so much, Rick.